Hey y'all, today we're going to be making some grown-up hamburger helper. So we're going to start out by adding some onion and some ground beef to our pot. Now, y'all know I buy everything, well not everything, but a lot of things at Sam's in bulk. So I go ahead and chop up all my onions and then I separate out my ground beef and put them in little baggies in the freezer, and that just makes my life a whole lot easier. So you're going to need the equivalent of about a small onion, and then a pound of ground beef. Now, if you don't eat ground beef or you don't eat red meat or whatever the case is, or if you can't eat it, you can definitely use turkey in this if you want to. Or if you just want to make it a little healthier, you can definitely use turkey, just like you can substitute turkey for ground beef in any other recipe. It will work just fine in here too. So you're going to want to go ahead and just cook your ground beef until it's done and until your onions are nice and cooked through. Now mine won't take that long because they're tiny diced onions, if y'all saw on my bag, because there's some things I like little pieces of onion in, and there's some things I like big pieces of onion in, and sometimes I need sliced onion, so I label my bags, y'all. Don't judge me. So anyway, like I said, you're going to go ahead, get your meat all browned up and your onions cooked, and then we're going to drain that and make sure you get any grease that you have out of the pot, because, you know, it's a grown-up hamburger helper. We don't want it to be greasy. So now we're going to add just a little bit of seasoning to it. Now I added some onion powder, and y'all know I don't measure, but I'll put some measurements in the description box for y'all. And then for some reason in this recipe, I really like garlic salt. Now I could just add garlic powder and add salt, but for some reason, if you just use garlic salt, it tastes better to me. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just in my brain, you know, just in my mind, but I added garlic salt. And then I added a little bit of pepper. Now, I don't add any salt to this right now because, you know, we added garlic salt. And we're going to add, you know, some canned things, which have a lot of salt in them too. So I like to wait until, you know, I start to cook it a little bit and kind of taste it along the way. And then that way you can add as you need it and you don't end up over salting your food. Okay, so once you get your seasonings in, go ahead and add in 2 cans of tomato sauce, and then put some water right in those cans and add you 2 cans of water over into your pot, because we're going to cook our noodles in this pot, so we want to make sure that we have plenty of liquid. Now, you're going to need a pound of pasta. Now, you can use whatever kind of pasta. You can use bow tie, you can use rigatoni, rotini, whatever you've got will work. I normally do like the rotini noodles because I like the noodles a little bit bigger, but I didn't have any. I had these elbow noodles, so that's what I used. Then you're going to let this cook, y'all, just about the length of time that the box would calls for the noodles to cook. About 10-12 minutes is all it's going to take. So once most of your liquid has been absorbed and your noodles are cooked through, we're going to go ahead and add some cheese in it. Now, I use this Fiesta blend on everything. That's my cheese of choice for anything in my house. So that's usually what I have, if I have it pre-shredded. You know what I'm saying. So I went ahead and added a couple of handfuls of this cheese. It's probably about 1.5 cups, if I had to guess. And I am guessing because I have no idea how much I put in that pot, y'all. But anyway, put your cheese in there, and then we're going to stir it up real good so that everything is nice and melty. Now, this is not going to be overly cheesy. It's not going to be like super gooey cheesy. It's more just the taste of the cheese, if that makes sense. You know, y'all gonna have to try this though, because I'm telling you, you know, growing up, we didn't have a whole lot, a lot of times. And so we ate Hamburger Helper. It was cheap, and that's what you ate. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't even know what Hamburger Helper is, or maybe you never ate it, but we did. So this is kind of a nostalgic kind of dish for me, you know, but better. Because I don't really care for the box stuff anymore. So I, you know, come up with my own version. But y'all, that's it. This is our grown-up hamburger helper, and it is so dadgum good. Now, I add, y'all know I like onion flavor. So I normally like to add some green onion on top of mine, but I didn't have any, but I had some chives in the cabinet, and chives I will put on anything. So top it with a little chives, makes it even better. But that is all I have got for y'all today. I will pop y'all another video over here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.